The Met Gala is today.
Oh.
In 3.5 hours. We have to watch. The theme is like Sleeping Beauty or something like stunning.
I saw something and it was like...
Can we watch it in your apartment?
Yeah.
The Met is like...
that's like my favorite thing of the year. Like my only like I don't really care about the Oscars or like those events, but like the Met is like that I will be sitting down watching live TV for.
Yes.
I wonder if Emma is doing interviews again too.
Or you know what, like Amelia Bedelia, I think that's her handle. She does Chicken Shop Date.
Oh, I love her. She's like, because she's just like so normal.
She's so like, accessible.
Yeah, she's one of the people interviewing the celebs.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Madeline.
And I'm Caroline, and you're listening to Talkitecture, the podcast where we gossip as students.
And spill the tea on all things architecture. So, we are recording this episode a few days after our final review. What this has all been leading towards. This is the big day.
Yeah.
And we have a lot to catch up on because it truly feels like it's been about a year or so since we've recorded our last studio synopsis.
I think it's been 2 weeks.
Yes. A lot has happened.
Those last 2 weeks are just like my whole life happens in them.
Yes. So our final review was on Thursday. And we're going to start recapping the Sunday before that Thursday.
Yeah. Well, like the Friday before.
Okay. Yeah.
So I make kind of the dumb decision to leave town the Friday before our final. So it's like T-minus like 6 days till the final review. So like we're just like everyone's cramming. Everyone's in studio every single day till like midnight. And I'm like, I'm just going to leave town. You know, I'm just going to go hang out with my boyfriend in DC.
What could go wrong?
Everything's going to be fine.
Well, the thing is that it would be different if we were ahead of schedule. At this point, we are falling behind at a rapid speed.
Yes. Yeah. There are missing assignments.
Yes.
So and then I even go to a baseball game. Like I'm just living like a different life. Like studio doesn't exist to me.
Well, you left on Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay,
yeah.
You left on Saturday, and I was planning on you being gone for a day. I was like, okay, one day without Caroline, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then Sunday comes around, and you're like, so I'm actually gonna stay for a baseball game. I was like, okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Like, do it.
Because one thing about me, I love baseball. So they said they were going to a baseball game and I got like the worst FOMO and I was like, I have to stay. Like, even though I am severely behind and there's 3 days till my final, like, I can't let you go alone.
It was worth it.
Like, I need to go to the baseball game. It's also just like a nice summer day. It's 80 out, like the perfect vibes.
America's pastime.
It is. And it was amazing and I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Did get home at like midnight.
Yes.
On Sunday. So didn't work all weekend.
No.
And then while I'm at the baseball game, we're kind of realizing that this really big assignment, this final in design comp is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I open my Outlook app and I'm sending an email to my professor and I'm like, hey, can I have an extension on that final?
So the final is due Tuesday.
Yeah.
And let's explain the assignment a little bit. It's for this class called Design Comp. We've mentioned it before. And we basically have this animation video that we have to do that has to be up to like 2 minutes long, I think. 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes on this like platform called Twinmotion.
Yeah. It's like a
rendering.
Yeah, it's a rendering software / live sims. Like you can take like a video inside of it. And that's like the whole point. We're supposed to be like taking these videos. And yeah, leading up to that, there's like 3 assignments where you're supposed to open Twinmotion and like do these little activities and submit them. Never even downloaded Twinmotion.
Absolutely
didn't do
not.
those assignments at all.
Nope.
And then Sunday we're like, okay, we have to ask for an extension because like this is ridiculous. We literally don't have the app installed on our computers. And it's due Tuesday.
And this conversation that we're realizing it's due in 2 days is happening like Sunday night. So like we didn't work on Sunday.
No.
Like
we weren't trying to fix our problem, but like doing work, of course. No. We needed an out. And so then Monday morning rolls around and we have a lecture at 9 a.m. So we go to our lecture, and as we're sitting in our lecture, Madeline shows me her phone, and it's an email from our professor saying no. Kindly no. You will be doing it.
You will be submitting this at the same time as everyone else. You will not be granted that extension that you need.
Yeah.
We're like my heart sank a little bit when I saw that email.
Immediately in the most foul mood ever, because I'm realizing my life's about to get miserable for the next 3 days.
Very quickly.
Because not only do I need to like cram this now tonight and get it done, because also we're going to be watching these videos in class with everyone tomorrow, but I'm losing a whole entire day of studio work 3 days before our final.
Which we desperately needed.
Yeah. All by my own doing. No one else is at fault for any of this. This is self-inflicted pain.
And that's why I feel like we can't even be upset because we did this to ourselves, but it's like...
Exactly. There's no one to blame but me.
It was like I felt really helpless at that moment. I was like, okay.
Disappointed in myself.
So as this lecture's, immediately after we get that email, we both open our computers and download Twinmotion on the spot when everyone else has downloaded this like a month and a half ago.
Everyone's editing their gorgeous videos of their buildings, and I'm like downloading Twinmotion. And I'm like just opening the platform for the very first time, trying to learn it the day before.
Yes.
So then first step, I have to submit the 2 missing assignments. So got to do that, which takes me, half the day. Then the second half of the day.
Well, it took us so long because we were just like having fun.
Yeah.
We were like discovering Twinmotion and being like, guys, have you seen Twinmotion? It's like Sims. It's so fun. And they're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We did this a month ago.
Yeah, we were like sitting at this common table that anyone can sit at in the studio area next to our friends. And we were like, guys, oh my God, look at what this sim is doing. It's so weird. And they were like, yeah,
we know.
We've been doing this.
Yes.
And we're like falling in love with it. And we're like, why are we so dumb? Why do we do this? Like this is something we would love.
We like had potential to be really good at
Stunning.
it.
Yeah.
Perfect, dare I say.
Potential.
Yeah.
But no.
So we don't even get to the final assignment. Like there are these little exercises that we have to do. That's what we're catching up on. But then we have this assignment that we do have to show, like you said, the entire class and watch it with the entire class, which is like public humiliation.
The next day at 10 a.m.
Yes. Yes.
And the project's due at 9 a.m.
So we are cranking this project out. We miraculously get the hang of it pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's all about your Rhino file. So that you link your Rhino file to Twinmotion, and it brings that 3D model into it. And then when you're in Twinmotion, it's easy. You just assign materials to layers.
Yes.
Now, the problem that I had as someone who doesn't like Rhino, literally didn't make a Rhino model for my building because I just struggle with Rhino. I don't have a good Rhino. I have a Rhino model with no windows because I just did a massing of my building. So I don't have the Rhino file, which is gonna put me hours and hours and hours behind because I also don't know how to use Rhino that well. So I'm like, okay, this is screwed up. And then someone reminds us that the assignment doesn't have to be your studio project. It doesn't have to be about your building. And I'm like, oh, I have this really weird project that I did for design computation earlier in the semester where I designed these stupid benches. And I can totally do that. I could totally do that and really easily.
And that's what you did.
And that's what I did. And did my video look absolutely ridiculous compared to people's giant 6-story preschool buildings? Yes, it did. But I did get it done.
Yeah. Well, while you were going through that problem, I was going through my own problem. My Rhino model decides it's not going to show the floors and walls. They're built there, but it's not going to show up in Twinmotion. So I have to make an entirely new Rhino model, which takes me forever. Luckily, I have a reference, so it's not starting from square one, but still. And I think this, for both of us, it was around 8 o'clock. We are nearing the end of the day, running out of time. So... Yeah.
Yeah. It's 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm just down bad. I'm do I push forward and try to build a Rhino model for my building so that I can fit in with everyone else's videos?
I know.
Or do I just do this and get it over with? And I'm so done with it. I haven't worked on studio and I'm already behind in studio. So I just do it and and it's awful, and it is what it is, but it's done.
And also, if you don't know, it's the playoffs. So so I was thinking in my head, like, this will be done by 10 o'clock. That's the time that the Nuggets game starts. We'll be good. I'll be home in bed. No. 10 o'clock rolls around. We're still in studio. We pull up the Nuggets game on the big screen. It was so much fun to watch, but yeah, I think we broke a record that night with how long we were in studio working on this assignment.
Yeah, we checked the time when we were getting in the elevator leaving, and it was 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
It was just brutal. Like, I just felt disgusting.
And we've never really pulled all-nighters. Like, we're pretty good at leaving at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Maddie, she wants to be called Maddie now, by the way. She's more of a perfectionist, even if it's the last minute. Like, she will take the time to, like, perfect it and make it presentable. I'm like, I need it done. I'll embarrass myself because, like, I just can't. Like, I'm so frustrated. So yeah, Maddie's building looks like stunning, and mine just like.
No, it like, well, I enter crisis mode, going through all the scenarios in my head. Like, I don't know what the presentation style is going to be. It ended up we're all just like sitting in the chairs. Like, we don't have to actually stand up and present. It just plays our video. But I was thinking in my head, like, I'm going to have to be standing up next to this as it plays behind me, and that's humiliating. Like, it has to look decent, especially because I saw other people's videos that they were showing previously in the day, and they were perfect.
Yeah. It was rough.
Well, we got it done.
But we got it done, and we get there at 10 a.m. the next morning, and we're put in different show groups, and my video comes up after this girl's like stunning,
like perfect,
like perfect video, like literally perfect. Like, there's nothing, like it's stunning. It's like this gorgeous preschool, like everything.
There are beautiful graphics on it. It's like the aesthetic is perfect.
Yeah. And then my stupid fucking benches appear, and people laugh. People laugh. There is a laughter in the crowd, and let me tell you, no one has laughed yet at any of these videos. So that's like alarming, because one of my Sims is doing something weird, and I didn't know.
What was your Sim doing?
I don't know, but the professor was like, "Is it doing drugs?" I was like, "No,
Wait,
I don't know what it's doing." It's just standing
funny.
watching its kids like play around in the park, and they were like, "What is it doing?" And I was like, I don't know. It's
these Sim characters were hilarious. In someone's video in my group, like, we were just met face to face with the Sim staring at us on the big screen. We were like, hey. Like, it was hilarious.
It's funny because, like, even though a lot of people's videos were stunning, like, the characters in this application are just like janky, and you like can't get around it. So like, it's these stunning graphics, and then this like weird ass Sim that you like fly through, and like it's just. So there was that saving grace. Like, everyone had to work with these like weird looking people.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally Sims.
They look
like
exactly
if you played Sims, like
Sims.
That's exactly what they are, and that's like how they move.
These aren't like cute Disney animated people. No. Like, they're looking rough. So yeah, that was how we spent our entire Monday.
The entire
day, which felt like a huge waste of time, but we had to do it.
Yeah.
We had no choice. So, okay, Tuesday, after we play our videos, we have that class in the morning. It is grind time. We are dedicating all of that day up until Thursday, our final review, of just working on our final stuff. Mm-hmm. Because we're just like, I don't know. I had fallen a little bit behind and just gotten stressed out because we had a lot of stuff to do. And I was like, okay, this has to get done now.
Yeah. No, I spent the whole day. So the thing that I procrastinated was a corner detail, which is just like when you kind of zoom into a piece of your building and you draw the assembly of parts, basically, of like, this is where like the floor slab meets the wall, and like what those materials look like. So I didn't do that. And I hadn't done, we had 2 models that we had to do. One at a 32nd scale, which is a small model, and one at a 16th scale, which is double that size. That should be like, I mean, there's not really any parameters on it, but I wanted to do like a planar model for that. So I wanted to laser cut and it be very realistic. And of course, I save making that whole laser cutter file and all of that till the day before our last day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm spending the whole day making a laser cutting file. Like, I was working so inefficiently. I don't even know how I got it done to this day because I literally spent the whole day making a laser cutter file, not even laser cutting.
I don't know how you did it either. I feel like because your desk was like nothing on it, and then I blinked and there was a model. It's like, where did this come from? How did you do this in 2 days? I don't get it. It looked perfect. It was it was stunning. Caroline's kind of color palette, it's this green. That's her brand.
Green is my brand now.
And she painted her model green, and it was so pretty.
Yeah, I liked the green.
I'm a little bit in mourning because she just threw it away about an hour ago. And
yeah.
I'm devastated.
I hated it because, like, I know I could have done better if I gave myself more time, and it was really janky. She disagrees, which is just like crazy. But like,
it looked perfect.
It did not look perfect. It was janky, and I just needed it gone. But it was sad because I literally just made it and then I just threw it out in the trash.
No, that was like, it was devastating. It was devastating because it was perfect. But yeah. So yeah, you were laser cutting pretty much all day long.
What were you doing all day?
My small model, my site model.
Yeah.
Okay, so Caroline was smart and made her smaller scale model like a while ago, actually, like a few weeks ago.
Because that's the type of thing that I will spend weeks on, and it's like, it's some chunks of wood. Like it's really, really simple, but I will like spend a long time on it. So
I feel like that's what I should have done. In my head, I was like, I can make a model pretty quickly, so I'm going to save that until the last thing to do. Because I know if I spend a day to do it, I can do it. It did pretty much take me the whole day, but that's what I was doing all day. Literally pouring resin, putting glitter in resin, making it pink and like gummy berry. I was working really stupidly too, because at one point I just started painting flowers on my site. It looked like so dumb, and then had to spray paint it. It was just ridiculous.
I was like, I turn around and she's like, do you like these flowers? I was like, what are you doing?
You were like, no.
Like, there's just so many other things that you like could be doing right now.
I know. I was very brain dead on Tuesday. It was rough.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is like we were like brain dead trying to work efficiently, but like we just can't like get the brain cells together.
Yeah. And I was panicking because I was like, tomorrow is our last day of working.
Yeah.
So today I have to get as much done as I can. And I did. Like, I was working all day, but just not efficiently.
Yeah. I was making, literally when I say all day, I was making that laser cutter file till like 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start laser cutting at 8 p.m. and making my model. That's insane.
I know. That was crazy. At least they fed us food.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. They like sometimes have free food out in the Nog, which is like kind of this common area in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't get the memo. They didn't send an email. Like there was just all of a sudden free food in the Nog
everywhere.
And so we finally get the memo because we see people coming up with plates of food, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go down and get some food, and there's only chicken and beets left. Chicken and beets. Like it's this Mediterranean place.
There was like pita salad people were eating. Like it looked
bowls,
so good. Yeah.
Tzatziki, like
and
rice.
We just had we filled our plate half chicken, half beets.
That was all that was.
It was
left.
really good, but it was
it was great.
I wish they fed us free food every day because they know we're there all night.
All night.
And I know you have the budget.
I know you do.
I think
somewhere in there.
Somewhere. Yeah, that was Tuesday. Tuesday was a crazy day. Yeah.
Oh, I also discovered from a TikTok. Don't know who it was on TikTok. Okay. Oh, it was this guy. So there's this guy on TikTok. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's his girlfriend. Okay. And she will post videos that he sends her of him making models in architecture school. So he's an architecture student, and he's making models, and he does these time lapses or little videos of him making models, and he'll send them to her. Mm-hmm. And I think she posts them because the captions are my boyfriend in architecture school, whatever. Yeah. And he was doing something in one of the videos. He put tape on his laser cutted material to keep all the pieces where they were, mm-hmm. and to really easily remove them because when you laser cut, then all the pieces are gonna fall through the material, and they're loose, and then you're like, where did this go? And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And all day when I was just putting tape on my material, I was like, yeah, and I'm a genius.
No, and then you told that to me, and I was like, you're the smartest person I know.
Yeah. And no one else was doing it, and I was like, we're all so dumb. There's like rolls of tape here. Like,
right?
This is so smart and so simple.
Well, you also explaining that reminds me of your time-lapse video that you made.
Oh, yeah.
We have to post that on our Instagram because it was so satisfying to watch.
That's going to be my new favorite thing to do. Like a little time-lapse of making a model.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. It was so fun. Like,
that's the one good thing about making a laser cut model, because you have all the pieces and you can time-lapse yourself making it.
Putting it together. Yeah. It was cute.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it in like better chunks because I kind of filmed weird portions of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It looked good to me though.
Yeah,
I liked it.
It's still a fun idea.
Okay. Moving on to Wednesday. Caroline, why don't you read out our first bullet point that we wrote?
We wrote down, we eat Bodos every day, strict diet.
I don't know if we've talked about Bodos before. I'm sure we have. It had to have come up because Bodos is this bagel place that we eat pretty much every single day.
Yeah.
It's about a 5-minute walk from our building that we work at. Not work at.
we do. Our building that we work at. Our full-time
where
job.
our studio is. And it's like stuck in time, like made in the 70s or 80s, and it just looks like that. Like every time you walk in, I feel like I'm time traveling, but the bagels are so good.
Yeah. You can't ask for a toasted bagel there. And I think we've literally had this exact conversation. I'm having deja vu. But anyway, you can't ask for a toasted bagel. I think we just were explaining it to someone else. It's like all fresh and they just come out steaming hot. And they're just so delicious.
They're so fluffy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is our strict diet consists of just Bodos.
Yeah, someone was like, you're going to Bodos again? Didn't you have Bodos yesterday? I'm like, yes, I did.
Like, what is this what is this judginess?
And I'm proud. I'm proud of my Bodos diet.
I have no regrets.
I need a bagel a day to keep the scaries away.
Wow, quote of the day. That was good. Okay, this day.
Oh, yeah. On Tuesday, we stayed till 2 a.m. again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I seriously have never felt so tired in my entire life. It was the kind of tired that no matter how much caffeine you drink, your body is still tired.
Yeah.
Like you just get jittery drinking caffeine.
And you're tense. You're just like walking around. Like
every
muscle
sore.
is like activated for no reason. Like you're just walking or sitting.
That was a really rough day. But surprisingly, I was like very calm.
I was so calm.
Calm.
I think I was just so sleep deprived that I just like couldn't feel any emotions other than like calm because I was just tired.
Exactly.
And kind of life hack.
I feel like our brains were clear because we were working pretty efficiently on Wednesday.
I was working the whole day.
Same.
Like, I didn't really take a break or pause or anything. Like I was working on that model all day. But Wednesday is the last day before the final. So for every studio, the last day before the final, you have a pencils down deadline at 9 p.m. Which is a suggestion. Well, it depends on your professor, but like our professors were like, it's a suggestion, but like do it so you get sleep the night before all this. And I'm like, right. I know I'm not making that 9 p.m. deadline.
And we didn't.
And I did not by a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of the vibe of that day is like a lot of people half of the people are finishing by 9. So you're just watching people. Watching. You're just watching people like plot all their stuff and pin up at like noon, and I'm like sitting there painting my model green.
Like in the thick of it.
Yeah, in the thick of it. Like my desk is horrendous.
Really bad.
Really rough.
And like meanwhile, 2 desks down to us are being cleaned out as we speak.
They're like organizing their stuff to move out. They have like a box.
I can't even think about that. I'm working too hard. This is the day. So on Tuesday, Caroline was talking about she laser cut on Tuesday, got the majority of that larger scale model done. I waited to make this big model the day before. And my model, I had accepted in my mind it wasn't going to be anything spectacular. I just needed to get it done.
Yeah.
And mine involved waiting for the lasers. I feel like we should have said the lasers you have to book in advance to use. So when we say we're fighting over a laser, we're just waiting until someone just abandons their laser and so we can swoop in before someone who's booked it can take it from us.
Because what happens with the lasers is everyone freaks out and they think that they're going to need it, and they are booked up. Like 2 weeks in advance before finals, like you can't get a booking on the laser.
No.
But you know that like some people are going to like, it's going to go faster, or they're not going to need their time or whatever. So you go down there, you camp out, every laser is taken. There's 6.
Yes.
And you're just waiting for a moment like that. There's just someone not there or someone is like moving, and then you swoop in. Did get kicked off 3 times because someone will come up to you and be like, do you have an appointment on this laser? And you're like, no. And they're like, okay, well, I have this reserved. But people were really nice about it, and they were like, just finish your cut, and then like when you're done, like I'll hop on. And it was good.
Yeah, people aren't mean about it, which is good.
Yeah, which I was a little scared, but
because some of the undergrads can be scary. I'm scared of them.
Some of them are like a little intense.
Yeah.
But it went pretty well. We still, like, you're able to do it. Like, you're able to get one. It just, you definitely should book.
Next year we'll book in advance. This year was not our year. So I did get my hands on a laser cut all my pieces, I guess. And then I was painting the edges of mine neon yellow, but I did not have that paint. So I did like a Michael's trip, but on my way out, I was like, if anyone wants Chick-fil-A, I can like pick it up for you. And like 6 people wanted Chick-fil-A, and I felt like such a mom, like walking back into studio. I have like this huge tote bag basically filled with Chick-fil-A.
Like catering, basically.
Yeah.
No one said no.
No
like,
one said no. Yeah.
We like all kind of always offer. Like if people want food, everyone usually says no. This time everyone was like, oh my God, really?
Like,
yeah.
Yes. And it hit.
It really, it was good.
It was really, really good. I can't believe I finished that model. That was crazy.
I can't believe I finished mine. Like I feel like usually like I felt like I was kind of waiting for a breakdown, but I like never broke down. I just was like stoic the whole time in a way. Like I was just like,
you were like
nothing.
I'm jealous of that.
I don't know like what happened.
Because sometimes I feel like roles were reversed actually. Because last semester you did have a little freak out, and I was kind of trying to stay calm. This semester I had a major freak out. Caroline stayed calm.
Yeah. It's always one or the other. Yeah.
One of us has to be in check.
Yeah.
We can't both be all over the place.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes we like turn it on and it's like in the zone, and I don't know how to harness this, but it just happens, and I don't.
I know.
I don't know. I need to like harness that energy more.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think we both finished our models.
I finished mine. Well, you left, and then I finished mine after you left.
Yeah.
So I basically was like, okay, this model's going to take a little longer because I had to put these screens on it, and the material, like the fabric was warped. So I had to like press them down with heavy books and like leave them glued for a while.
That feels like a fever dream. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. That just took so long.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll just print, like everything else was ready. I had done the corner detail by this time, and I just plotted everything. And
I think at 8 we decided we need a pin up because pretty much everyone was pinning up.
Yeah.
And we were among the last people to do it.
We were like, at least let's make the 9 p.m. like pin up deadline. Like,
which we did.
I'll stay and like finish this model because it's like barely anything left on it. But so then there's like plotting issues, which always happens. So
it takes like half an hour to print your stuff, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So we like pin everything up, and then we go back, and Madeline's done, so she goes home, and I stay and finish my little stupid screens on my building. Yeah. And then
I felt so bad leaving you, but I was like, I was brain dead.
Yeah.
Roles truly were reversed because last semester I was I was sewing into the night.
Yeah. No, she stayed. I think I stayed till 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I was there late because then I was just like, well, I'm here. Like I was just kind of like walking around, like
chilling.
Just checking things out, like going on a little tour of what everyone else did.
Whoa.
I was like taking my time. I was like, I'm here. I'm not going to be able to fall asleep anyway because I've been up till 2 a.m. for the past like 4 nights. So
yeah.
I was settled. I was like, I've accepted my fate.
Were you the last person in studio?
No.
A few people were there.
There were like 5 people there.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't.
wow.
Yeah, no. When I left, I didn't feel like bad because there were like so many more people there.
Yeah, that's good that you weren't the last one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was Wednesday.
Yeah.
The next day is our final day.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a break.
Okay.
Okay, so because we have a lot of stuff to catch up on and we're only just getting started, we have so much more to talk about, including our review and the days that came after our review. We're going to make this a part 1 and a part 2. So next week will be the part 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you'll have to wait a little longer to hear about how our actual final review went.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like the little tease of everything leading up, all the pressure, all of the excitement.
Yes.
Stress.
Yes. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to Talkitecture. Please follow our Instagram and TikTok, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. What movie was the movie that we watched? I Care About You? It's All About You?
No, that's... I haven't. The idea of you. Like, I am obsessed.
With the idea? Yeah, no, like, I'm obsessed.